Shortlet apartments and December madness. Goldmine or just wahala? What do you guys think? Welcome back to Real Estate Unfiltered, the show where we uncover hard truths, simplify details, analyze and share deep industry insights to help you make informed and better decisions. I'm your host Wamaka, and with me are my two delectable and beautiful sisters in truth. To my left here is
Miriam Kolawole Kugbagidi, Lagos landlady.
Of
Lagos.
And to my right is
I'm Christina Robo, your Ninja real estate doctor.
Right, so now that the introductions are out of the way, I'm sure by now you already heard the gist. Everyone and their uncles are rushing to list their properties, their apartments on Airbnb and all the other, apartment leasing platforms. Now the real question is this a smart money move or just another wahala waiting to explode? Now let's hear from the ladies.
It is a very smart money move because landlords right now, they are rushing to the bank and cashing out real big.
Yeah.
And also again, Detty December is not for the faint-hearted people at all.
Absolutely. Because
it actually leads to a lot of traffic in Lagos. And our brother and sister all the way from diaspora, they are here to enjoy themselves.
I agree with you. I agree, Christine. While diaspora clients are paying millions to rent shortlet apartments and hotels in Lagos, landlords are smiling to the banks. But let's flip the script. What if you own an apartment, stayed in it when you're in Lagos, and still put it on rent when you're away? That's a smart move. But hold on. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Follow us across social medias. Like, share, and comment. We bring this show to you with love. Please subscribe.
Yeah, you heard me. Subscribe, please. Thank you. Now, also, that's a lot of cash flow. That's a lot of cash flow.
Exactly.
Going down there. So, Kristen, do you think that this is sustainable, or is this just another, is it just a buzz of the season and then it just fizzles out? There's something like a client is investing into something for the long term, and then it's like at Christmas the buzz is like times 10, sometimes times 100. So if like Lagos State, for example, makes, let's say, on the average 100, maybe $50 million from housing, shortletting during like regular period.
Or maybe probably we should put it in Naira, because as a Nigerian, so I feel instead of dollar, we should put in Naira.
Well, I wish that I had the figure in Naira.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have the figure in Naira because as of last December, the estimation was over $200 million.
Yeah,
that
saw it.
Lagos State grossed just from
Detty December.
Detty December activity. So I'm saying that for clients, is it sustainable? Is because clients are looking for ways to earn returns. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, like that. And they come to December and then there's a lot of buzz. They're cashing out. So is it sustainable, or is what do you think, clients? How would you advise a client?
Like what you just said right now, if it's sustainable, yes, it is actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you example, but it's sustainable in location that matters. Because yes, definitely when there's a festive period, you always see that a lot of cash flow at that period is always very high.
And not just only at short apartments.
Not only at shortlet apartment, a lot of things skyrockets. But let's talk about shortlet apartment, because why we are here today is about shortlet apartments. Yes, it's sustainable. But when you're looking at all places like Ikoyi, you're looking at Ikate, you're looking at Lekki, you're looking at Victoria Island. Those places, they have
Ikeja,
yes, Maryland. They have high tendency.
Yeah.
So they have high tendency for these high sustainability that we're talking about. So
in and out of season.
Because we have visitors. Some of these people comes for Easter. They don't have a place of their own. Miriam just said something. He said you can actually own an apartment, like a 2-bedroom apartment. When you own that 2-bedroom apartment, you can live in it. You understand? And when you're not in Nigeria anymore, you can decide to put it under a real estate and management sector for them to manage it for you, and they can rent it out as a shortlet. Because even as Nigerians sometimes want to leave our home and go to a place that feel like home.
Yeah.
So it's very sustainable, although from January to November the return might not be that high. But remember that everything you're doing at a time, you're doing for a long term. So I feel it's a very good investment to really dive into.
Okay, for me, the sustainable part is the management. Okay, because you have to put in a lot of furnitures, so you have to invest so much in it. So I feel like if a place is being locked up for a very long time, some things might be getting spoiled, and also to manage it for those periods that the business is not really booming, you need a proper company. Put it under a management that can always at least look out for you. There's always investors that comes in here to Nigeria to oversee things and all that. So the sustainable comes from, number one, get a good management company to manage it for you, so that you can keep an eye on the income, the timing, and all everything. So it's not just about when it's the festive period alone that you can cash out. You can still cash out in between January to October, September, if it is being managed properly by a company. Yeah.
And again, these are all places that we're talking about. See, for this shortlet apartment, I even advise for a lot of people to really get more of it, because every day there's no even space for it to be locked up, to have mucus. There's no space for it. If you're talking about Aja, you're talking about Abramade Soya, okay, the market in this area might not be that much compared to this Ikoyi. You understand? Ikoyi and Lekki are hot places.
And I think that's where you're getting it wrong. Even today, as of today, all of these areas are buzzing. See, let me shock you.
Okay.
You see, in fact, the entire stretch from Ikoyi all the way down to Ekpe
is booked.
Is completely booked out.
Yeah, because it's festive. Like, why I was angry on what she said, whereby she was saying in case of is locked up, I'm not using Ekpe, for instance. I'm using those hot places that there's no even room for you to lock them up. There's no room, because people crave for this right now. Shortlet apartment is in high demand.
You know, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That even in these areas, there's no room for because now, for example, Ibrahim Adesanya has close proximity to the beach.
Yeah.
So most people are looking for. In fact, it's like the hottest spot area now. Because imagine you have an apartment that's just like 10 minutes to the beach. It's sweet.
And again, I feel 2-bedroom actually goes really well with the shortlet stuff.
Absolutely. For family size of 5, 6, they know how to, it will just come in very handy for them.
And let me even shock you again. There's one thing again. Most especially, we always think that it's people from diaspora that really need a shortlet. Do you know that there are some people who leave their own house?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
And they say they are
spend weekends. Just spend some time.
Even some people spend 1 year, 6 months. They just they want a place that feel like home. They don't want it. They feel there's so much happening in their own house. So they want to go to a place to relax, to just feel at home. You get it? A new environment, a new vibe, a new aura, and a new everything. So I agree totally with what she said, but I'm just kind of like a bit against the fact that what about if it's locked up? In those odd places, there's no room for locking up.
I feel like if you're looking to own a shortlet apartment in Lagos, your focus should be on location. From Ikoyi down to Abramade Soya, like you said. Location is what makes you continually earn from January to December.
Yes, location is very, very
location is very important. And also if the place is also more tolerable. And it's not too far from the express. Amenities also, yes. And the quality of what is inside the house can actually skyrocket.
The quality, the finishing of the apartment.
The finishing of the apartment.
There's just really so much. And I'm grateful that you people have touched on, you ladies, I beg your pardon, have touched on a lot of the major points. We talked about location, we've talked about amenities, we've also talked about
management, which is very vital.
And that's very important because listen to me, as a diaspora, you know, who owns a shortlet apartment here in Nigeria, it can be like double wahala.
It can be very stressful.
Exactly. If you're trying to manage it from there,
it's impossible.
You know, and just going through all of that, and maybe on top of this, now you're now a family person. You like to give it to brother Gidi or sister
Tokbe.
Oh my God,
I kick against that. Very bad.
So I would advise that for management, you find a very professional outfit,
very credible
property management outfit, and hand it over to them. And you just monitor your books, monitor
your income,
check, see what you add, see what to take out, but please make sure that you have like a very solid.
That will save you a whole lot of drama. Handing it over to a proper real estate manager.
For me, that's what
we save you, because if you think of the cleaning, there's a whole lot
to it.
It's not easy. Imagine you kind of like you want to furnish an apartment for a client to come in, and a lot of people, they don't really know how to stay in someone's apartment. Some of them can even be there and end
let's
up.
not even go to that one. That one.
Some of them can
and that's why there's always a
caution fee. Caution fee, because some of them can actually come in and mess everything up.
That caution fee does not suffice.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
It does not suffice for anything
at all.
Some people will come to your apartment
and mess
still, like artifacts.
Yeah.
Really, like, so that's why I'm reiterating it that it is important that you have a very solid management system. And that's why I use the word system, not just a manager,
not just a family member.
Management system.
And you actually remind
a professional.
You actually remind me of something that happened. My aunt owns a shortlet apartment in Jakonde.
Okay.
And she got some people, they came to stay, like they didn't want to stay where they family. Yes. And you said something about stealing. Do you know that they end up stealing the plates, the cup?
What?
That was a nice.
The security didn't check when they were checking out.
No, they didn't check because they actually parked their car inside the compound. So when they were leaving, they just took all their stuff inside the boat.
Imagine.
So I like what my aunt did was the fact that when they were entering, they wrote down everything that was inside the apartment. It was written down. So while they were leaving, they told them to stand, and they were not cross-checking everything. So that is where they discovered that some things
management system work.
So that's the reason why I was trying to emphasize on the management.
Imagine you having a whole list of what you have in the apartment.
While they were entering, they saw it. They signed.
That might seem to somebody as a lot of work.
Yes.
What you just need to do.
You know the funny thing that she asked them to sign it. These are the things you saw. They saw it with their own eye. They signed the bottom of it, and as soon as they were leaving, also they cross-checked. That was when they discovered that a set of plates are missing, set of cups are missing. Imagine they have not taken note of those things. They found in their boots. And it's crazy. What would they use? Set of plates, and even as fancy as it is, you can get it at a supermarket.
You can get anywhere. But these are some of the, the cons.
But it's crazy. When I saw...
These are some of the
wahala that we're talking about. That you cannot be in abroad and be managing it from there.
And she said something professional, because by the time you bring your brother and sister into the picture, well, they won't have... See, that's why I always say something. I said, don't mix business with pleasure.
With family members.
With family member. Because they will not take it as
not
the way the professionals
deliver.
Yes, they will not take it as how the professionals.
Some are exceptional.
Yes.
That's why I say not all.
Yes. But for a business that you want to do and you want to run,
and especially one that is still in its baby stage, please get a professional.
I feel when you're doing a business, actually, when you know that you want to run the business for a very long time, you want to get a return on investment at the end of the day, I feel that get professional involved. Professional is the best. Your family
you can't run business on sentiment.
On sentiment. You can have a family member that you want to help, or in a way that you want him to take over, but let him be under these professionals and be learning the game.
Yeah.
So don't just pick them. Yeah, don't just pick them from nowhere and just put them there. They can't deliver the way the professionals.
I think this is where a lot of Nigerians
are getting
diaspora get it wrong.
Yeah.
You want Antitope
and also because getting a professional doesn't come cheap too. So they need
it save you a lot.
It save you a lot.
No,
you know where I'm coming in when she said something. She said the Antitope in putting Antitope because they know they can give Antitope peanuts. But when you get a professional, you know you pay for it.
Yes.
And then you get
will deliver.
And you will deliver. You will get times 10 of what you won't pay
you
for.
have to choose at this point. You have to choose your demon.
The two
you pay.
We talk about location. We talk about management.
Very
and
important.
We talk about you not mixing your family, your business with your family
member.
Also amenities. Make sure that whatever you're choosing, the amenities are good, because that's one of the attractive, the things that attract customers to choose
your own
shortlets apartment over
other person's
shortlets apartment.
Quality.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much, ladies. Your input has been wonderful. So, to our viewers, here is what I would say is the summary of our conversation so far. What I would like to call the investor's playbook, how to play it smart in terms of investing in shortlet apartments, especially here in Nigeria. Number one is get the right location.
Is key.
Get the right location. That's the first thing that we talked about. Lekki, Ikate,
Ikoyi, Surulere, Ikeja, Maryland,
Ikate.
Honestly, and even Ikorodu right now, you guys. Ikorodu, absolutely, Ikorodu, and and Bega. The list is endless. And then the second thing is get professional management. Overemphasize that, and then start early pricing. Plan your pricing early. Do your feasibility studies. Make sure that you understand the market, fundamentals of the market.
Exactly.
How does it work? What works in that location? What's the obtainable pricing? Make sure you plan. And then lastly, diversification. Make sure that you're diversifying. Don't rely on only December balls. Just don't rely on the December balls. It is possible for you to make money from shortletting from January
to November.
December. January to January, you are cashing out
constantly
with your shortlet apartment if you do it right. All right. So it is not just about owning a piece of land or piece of real estate, but it is owning leverage.
I agree. Yes, definitely. Yeah, that was really very nice. And I like the fact that you outlined the bookmark of the investors, and those categories that you gave are really very fantastic. But if you're in diaspora, actually, I think you should own something that you can really fall back at when you're home, that you're comfortable with. And if you're not around, you can keep aiming from it. That's my advice that I'm going to give to people coming from diaspora, or probably they're still in diaspora trying to come for this Detty December in Lagos.
Okay. Speaking of smart investment, let's talk about Maple Mills Estate, currently selling at a discount price. In a very strategic location, Ikate, Lekki. This is an opportunity for you to hold a unit or two for this opportunity of shortlet apartment. We are currently selling 1-bedroom studio apartment for 100 million naira, and you can make an initial deposit and spread the balance across 3 months. It's about 80% completed, and it is good for shortlet. We also have 2-bedroom BQ selling for 160 million naira, and our 3-bedroom BQ is selling for 220 million naira.
And guess what? All of these are below the
market price.
Exactly.
Definitely.
So you need to key into this before you get sold out. If you're interested, kindly reach out to us and we'll be glad to book you for a site inspection.
And that is really wonderful. Remember when you're talking about those hotspots, we said Ikate.
Yeah.
And this property she just talked about is at Ikate. It has a very
prime location.
Very prime location,
Very prime.
close to the express road.
Yes.
And I've been there. I saw the beauty of this property.
Honestly,
As in, I can't talk about it. All you just need, just come and see it for yourself. So
there's
like,
no hype. There's no hype.
There's no hype.
I mean, I asked. I had to ask when I saw it. When I went
I was
to
like,
view it,
the
I had to
price.
ask that. What's like what's because when you compare
The spacious.
the space, when you
space.
compare it with the
The
other
amenity,
its counterparts apartments in the neighborhood,
And it comes with a secured title. It has a
amenities,
CFO, and it's also building approval. Government
one.
has approved it, so you
Totally.
have nothing to worry
about. And lest I forget, see, in diaspora people or investors, you need to really think long term. This landlord in Lagos, they are cashing out big time.
Exactly.
So this is an opportunity for you to own either 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom to your name. And what she said earlier on, you can actually live in it while you're around in Nigeria, and you can also still earn money from it when you are away. What are you waiting for? Call us now.
You're not waiting for it.
Call us.
Call us. Let's plug you on to one of the best deals that
As insurance.
You can earn up to 10 million naira on Shortlet apartment during this Detty December alone. Yeah.
You heard that.
Please, can you quote what Lagos State, the estimation of Lagos State?
Oh,
just last year.
$200 million.
You can imagine. Do you hear that?
Just December of 2024.
Yeah.
So don't you want to be part of such people that make that so much?
My sister, even me, like
as in,
and another good thing is you can also buy and resell. You can flip it because we mentioned that it's selling at a discounted price. That means if you buy now,
under the market
you can flip it.
You can buy and flip. There's so much you can do with apartments. Currently,
you can even put it on rent. If you want it, it's a generational wealth. You don't just want to buy
and Lekki Katina is from
huge.
10 to 20 million.
Honestly, I'm telling you.
Honestly.
And then the amenities that is my
man.
If you're going to rent it, the tenants are going to thank you. If you're going to put it on Shortlet,
is it time? They will love you. And you will love it when you see it.
You will love it. From the space, from everything around that apartment, you will love it.
It's wonderful.
Yes.
I'm sure you're wondering why we're just going on and on
about it.
But I guess you need to see it to make sense of why we're going on and on and all about this. Well, this is Real Estate Unfiltered, where we keep it unfiltered, smart, and
real.
Real.
Thank you.
You guys. See you.
Bye.
Bye.